there's a couple of key questions. One was, what was one of the worst injuries that you sustained on the indie circuit?
I got I had my tailbone and I got a pinched nerve in my back.
Wow.
And then my right knee popped.
Mhm.
I trained with two big guys, a guy named Larry Piccone, the bounty hunter, and he was about 6'5", 300 something pounds. Excuse my French, but steroid, muscle bound,
Yeah.
freaking gorilla. But a cool guy. Um, tried body slamming him and just raw, and that didn't go out well. My knee popped. Oh, so my knee clicks. That's one.
Mhm.
Um, we did with Larry as well. We did a pay per view called Fight Zone. It was probably one of the bigger things I've ever done. Bigger
Okay.
payday too. Probably the biggest payday I ever.
Yeah.
ever
Yeah, you don't forget those.
that was a Hollywood thing. That was a Hollywood thing. So me and Larry came in, and Mondo used to set us up to do like stuff like TV
Mhm.
shows, all kinds of stuff. Hard Times on Planet Earth.
You were exiled to the primitive planet Earth, there to dwell in human form, until you learn to restrain your hostility. This control unit will monitor.
Hostility? Not good.
The sentence is passed.
Which is a TV show probably no one's ever heard of
Okay.
because they only did one season, but they had a wrestling episode, and it was like
Oh.
me, Larry, Tiny Lister,
Okay.
and a bunch
Yeah.
of guys and stuff. And it was this alien guy on Earth, and he wanted to learn how to wrestle, so we did the whole thing. Anyway, we did Fight Zone. Fight Zone was a pay-per-view, like a Hollywood fight thing, so it wasn't UFC, but it was UFC Hollywood.
Okay.
But they had like people come in and they do stunts. They had all these karate guys. Everybody was doing karate and stuff. And it was like a 12-hour shoot. And then it was me and Larry. And it was like, okay, you guys are gonna do your fight and blah blah blah. It was just a big circle. Big circle, not really mad at and stuff. So I was like, bro, we're not doing this karate stuff. And at the time I was a karate wrestler. So I used to be my original wrestling name that Mondo came up with was
Okay.
the Black Ninja. And I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. And then
Oh, wait
eventually,
a minute. Hold on. We can't go. You didn't think that would work and everything else? Did you? You come
no,
in like full ninja with like a katana sword? You didn't think that was gonna work?
I actually did. That was my first wrestling costume was I used to go to Hollywood, the Hollywood shop with the costume store. I got me a whole ninja thing. I had the whole ninja thing
Yeah.
because you're like, you're the Black Ninja. Because I was doing karate stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of moves that I did, the wrestler stole from like 89 to like 93. A lot of moves I created. And like Jericho, who jumps on the second rope and bounces back and does the elbow. I was doing that in indie shows. And I'm going to tell you how I say that a lot of guys stole my moves.
Okay.
I worked with Louis Piccoli, Bill and Jesse, the Empire Wrestling, EWF. They used to do shows for WWF. And when they come to California, all the shows, they bring in the jobbers, local jobbers, which is basically wrestlers, independent wrestlers come in, they get a chance to wrestle guys on TV. I was not one of them because I said I don't want to just be a jobber or stuff. I want to be more than just a jobber. But like Louis, Ricky Ataki, Stefan DeLeon, all those guys did it. So we would work, and when we would work shows and stuff, we would have moves and stuff. So I know 100% one move, which was my finisher. And I went over with Ricky Ataki and Stefan DeLeon. I said, look, I got this great move. It's a suplex, but it's not a suplex. It's going to be like it's a pile driver suplex. He's like, what are you talking about? You get a guy, rank him up, and you take him up with a suplex. But instead of going all the way back, you drop them on their head. But it's like there's a way you got to do it. And I showed them how to do it and everything. And it was like, that was a brain buster. And they did a house show. One of the guys, I think it was Louis, worked with Coco Beware and a couple of these guys. Coco Beware then all of a sudden came up with this finisher called the Brainbuster, and which was, boom.
Whoa. See here, suplex. No, goes perhaps the Brainbuster. Oh, yeah.
And I was like, wow, dude just stole.
Was that pre-Coco with the bird, or was it after the bird?
No, that was I think that was pre-Coco. That was pre-Coco with the bird. That was his finisher. He did that.
He stole it. Okay.
He stole that move, and now the other move was the mid rope, where you run to the rope, and then you bounce off the second rope. Both feet land on the second rope. You spring backwards with an elbow. Because I was doing the karate stuff, I would do that, spring back, and do my elbow move. And then from the elbow move, I was doing the super kick. Way back before Shawn Michaels super kick and everything. One of the reasons why I never liked Shawn Michaels. I was doing super kicks. I was doing corner kicks. They call them different names now. The hula, that what's his name? Sami Zayn's finisher. I was doing that all back in the day and stuff. But a lot of the guys took that and they did these moves. They shared the moves with the wrestlers and they said, "Oh, I'm gonna steal that" and stuff. So yeah, that was that, and that was in. But I don't want to lose track. How I got hurt was Larry and I went and did this Hollywood thing. We were going to do it. Everybody was doing karate, and I said, "Listen, I'm not doing karate. Let's do some wrestling spots." We worked out some wrestling spots and everything, and so I did. We locked up. He pushed me off. He grabbed me. He slammed me, and then I got back up, and then I gave him my elbow or whatever, and then I guess he missed that moment or something, and I did a super kick, and I landed right here on the side of his head, and it scraped him right here, and he was bleeding. Yeah, and I was like, "Ooh," because they were going like cut, and then they were like put blood on you and stuff, but they're like cut, and then Larry was like, "Bro," and he looked. Now, man, you steroids, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Wired up, and he was hot. And so they went and they put blood over his blood to make it like worse and stuff.
Yeah.
And they okay, go. And then we went back into the match. Larry grabbed me.
Yeah.
He picked me up and he slammed me. Then he picked me up and he threw one of the like a JBL clothesline on me. I was like, I was choking and stuff, but he had slammed me a couple of times so bad, man, it jacked my back up and stuff. So that, and then a couple of other matches and stuff like that, and I landed on my tailbone. I got like a pinched nerve in my back today, man. So yeah, dude, wrestling, wrestling's fake, basically this and that, and man, it's brutal.
No, there's a lot of stuff into it, man, and I think that's what people don't understand about the people that do the work is that there has to be a love involved. It's not always about the big names and like the fame and all the other situations. It's got to be that you have to love something to want to put yourself through that much pain, especially the time on the road, away from your family and everything else. So now as we're in this stage now, and I talk to you, I still see that love, and that's the thing that you can't break, man. That's the beautiful part is that you can see it transcend everything you do. Is the love of what's going on, the love of watching it. You still haven't lost that, so that's the great thing about it, man.
Yeah, and the other thing about wrestling is that it's a brotherhood. It's the camaraderie. It is like you may have a couple of guys that like got beat forever, but like when we were done, me and Larry, we were like, it was like, "Bro, you got me hard there." I said, "Well, bro, you just fucked me up." And it's like, "Let's go get something to eat." Okay, let's go. So it's always been like that. A friendship that lasts forever. Friendship that goes a long way and stuff, and yeah, you gotta love it to do it and stuff because some guys try it and then say, "Oh, this ain't for me." I did it for like 9 years and stuff, independent circuits, running all over the place. We've done some cool shows, we've done some empty shows. You got to put on a show when there's nobody there. I've wrestled in front of 10 people, I've wrestled in front of hundreds of people. And I've wrestled and I did that thing. It was like a couple of thousand or whatever, but it's cool, but you gotta love it in order to do it, 100%.